Hey, Frank here, Springer's Adventures. Welcome to the channel today. So it's Christmas in July. We have this Vac-Form, I believe it's a Vac-Form, Christmas Santa head that we had found. It's pretty rough condition. The colors are phenomenal on it, but it had its shares of breaks and cracks on it. So we're going to try to repair it, or at least salvage it and kind of stabilize it and get it more sturdy. So never done this before, not an expert by any means, but come follow along. Let's see what we can do with this thing. All right, so here she is in her glory. Gonna take this over and put it in some light, get it up on a table or something. Figure out how we're gonna do this. Try to take care of all those cracks that you see down in there. Again, this is the stuff we're gonna use on it, and let's get it a start on her and see how she comes out. All right, so I decided to take a couple sawhorses out and throw a piece of plywood on, and we'll get it up there and see how we can get this thing apart. Let me flip this thing over, and like I said, there's definitely got some cracks down in there. There's just some damage all over this thing, but again, just too nice, too cool to throw away. We got to try to save it. So let me flip this thing over. And as you can see from the back side, I mean, here's some of the cracks we're going to try to fill. So I guess we're going to just try to get this thing as close as together as we can. Maybe try to fill in some of the easier cracks first, just to try to stabilize it. But we're gonna take that Mod Podge. We're gonna take some thin, like tissue material. I guess what you would say, I guess you're gonna kind of like, what was it, the paper mache kind of route when people would put them over balloons and stuff like that, just to try to stabilize this thing somewhat. All right, now we get our, let's get the Mod Podge, that glue stuff, and some paper, and let's get ready. So this is definitely a trial and error. I've never done this before. Actually, I've watched some people use some of the process that I'm using here, so that's where it came up with that idea. And my wife has used this Mod Podge material before, but I went ahead and just go ahead and brushed on a thin coat over top of one of the cracks right there. And then I went ahead and I had some really thin napkins and some paper towel. I just cut it up into some small pieces, and I just kind of laid it down in there over top of that. And then I went ahead and got my brush again with a little bit of the material there, and I just went ahead and put it back on top of there and just brushed it all throughout there. And I did just a couple little small brush marks, like I said, just brushing it in, getting it down all in the grooves and stuff like that. And again, like I said, like a paper mache, almost to me, it's kind of almost even like if you've done any fiberglass work before. With your fiberglass, with like the kitty hair or anything like that, you just put it in there, get your resin, and just keep pushing it back down in there, and to get the glue there. So I'm going to go ahead and do this process throughout the whole thing, and just that's what you're going to do. Just go ahead and put it down there. I didn't think it was a good idea, to put this stuff on there too thick. So just a couple layers at a time to give it some strength, give it some rigidity to this, and we'll come back and see how it firms up and looks for the next day. So that's a pretty good sized crack on top of the head. I went and took some blue painter's tape and held it together. And here's on the next day, like I said, we're going through there. I actually even took some hot glue from a hot glue gun and pushed the two pieces together. I had my wife give me a hand and kind of pushed it and put a little bit of the glue on it just to hold it together. So like I said, I used some blue tape, I used some hot glue, just trying to hold it together, and then after it was set, I went back and just started my whole process all over again, using the Mod Podge and, like I said, some paper towel and that. And it goes on white, like I said, it starts to dry, and it'll end up drying clear on there. So let's keep going here. And as you can tell, sometimes on this flatter surface, when I was putting the paper down there, it kind of wanted to wrinkle up on me there. And took a little pair of tweezers there and tried to work out some of those bubbles and kind of tamp it down a little bit. You want it to be as flat as possible on there as you're gluing that down. You don't want any air pockets because you just want it to be as solid as possible. So went ahead and took the tweezers, like I said, try to tamp them down out of there, and just go ahead and back into with your brush and a little bit of glue, and just keep working those bubbles out, try to get it as flat as possible. And like I said, I take the glue and kind of go over past the point where I had the paper towel on there. I just really wanted this set. So here's just a little bit of the little video of the back side of it once it was all done. Like I said, It's all solid. Like I said, I mean, yeah, you can still see the cracks from the back, or from the front, I should say. But as far as all the cracks on the back, they've been all pushed together as tight as I could possibly get them. Like I said, used hot glue on a couple of them to hold them together until we got that Mod Podge and the paper there. But let's flip it back over this side. All right, well, I got it all glued back together. Like I said, I mean, it does still have its cracks and stuff, but everything is solid now. So probably could use a little touch up and everything like that, like I said, on some of these cracks and stuff, but it's solid from behind. So that stuff worked pretty good. And like I said, just use that Mod Podge, which is kind of like an Elmer's glue. And then I did rip some small pieces of like paper towel and tissues and did like a fiberglass job on there. But like I said, this thing was just so cool. I just didn't want to see it end up in the landfill, and don't know whether we're going to keep it or if it's going to go to the show, but it would definitely make a nice home for somebody. And I was thinking, you know, I just put it on this piece of cardboard and put a couple thumbtacks on there just to hold it down on there and stuff. But, you know, I thought maybe, you know, like that white perforated board, not that perforated, but that white like waffle plastic board you can find at Home Depot and Lowe's, similar to what they use for like for sale signs and stuff like that. You know, it's maybe what, 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of an inch thick. I was thinking maybe put that on there, maybe make it just a little bit bigger, or you could just cut it out to the shape of that, have it on the backing of it, and hey, you know, you could put that against by the Christmas tree or anywhere as decoration in the house. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you find one of them, maybe I showed you how you could save it and just keep it a little bit longer in its life. Like I said, this thing is probably from like the 70s from what I'm getting at. I think maybe Vac-Form was the name of the company that we said it came from, not sure. It's definitely a very thin plastic, vacuum form type Santa head. But hey, thanks so much. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you like that content. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You never know when I'm going to put things out there when we're out there junking. Hey, thanks so much. Take care, guys. See ya.